Что хочешь? What do you want?
A nightmare in real life.
And sometimes I would hear rather unpleasant, let's just say, sounds of love.
It seems too soft for my boyfriend, but it seems too okay for me.
Oh my God.
Yeah, you move your fingers and you do not feel them, and you're like, what's happening?
Yes.
When you were kids, actually, were you afraid of monsters under the bed?
If I slept on my right side, my chin would hurt me. So I had to sleep from the other side.
So do you sleep like a log or do you sleep lightly? Are you a light sleeper?
Back in Trabzon in Turkey, I was in a house where it was soundproof. And it is in the middle of the city.
Oh yeah, in English we can say, for our listeners, we could call it a dead arm. Hello, and welcome back to another episode of the Big Apple School Podcast, where the goal of this show is to help you improve your English listening skills. My name is Benjamin, I'm from London, and today we have 3 guests. Our first guest today is
Ayoub.
Welcome.
Olga.
And
Natalya.
so what's new, guys? Welcome back. Pretty cold?
Yeah.
But it's actually mild today, I think. It's not, that harsh.
It's snowing.
Yeah, I guess it's because of snowing.
We usually start our podcasts with talking about the weather.
Weather,
I know some of our listeners might get a little bit bored of
But it
discussing the weather,
just changes all the time.
Exactly,
So
it's Siberia.
Yeah.
it's so
have different
remarkable
weather.
here
yeah,
that
sure.
we have to talk about. So mild is what, minus 19?
Around so, I think. Yeah.
It's kind of okay. You don't really feel that cold,
Yeah. I walked 30 minutes today and it was somewhat tolerable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't get frostbite.
Yeah. If you are well equipped, like with clothes,
Yeah.
of course you will feel
exactly.
warm.
Exactly. So, big news for Ayoub. Something happened inside his mouth.
Yeah,
Tell us.
guys, I had terrible nightmare, okay? A nightmare in real life. So I removed my wisdom tooth and it was really painful.
So it was one wisdom tooth or was it a couple?
Actually, a week before, they removed the wrong tooth.
Oh my God.
And after
The
3
wrong
days,
tooth.
after 3 days, I removed it at night. After 3 days, the pain remained and it worsened. Okay. So when it worsened, I had to go to the dentist the next day because I didn't sleep at night. Literally, I couldn't sleep. So I went to the dentist and he was testing which tooth is hurting me. I was already in pain, but when he touched that tooth, already I just jumped from my place.
Sure.
And anyway, he removed it and the pain stopped after 3 days because I had some complications during 3 days like this. But now I'm okay.
All recovered, yeah?
Yeah.
And when they removed your tooth, did you have anesthesia?
Yeah, I had.
What
And,
kind of anesthesia was it?
I have no idea, but when he injected me with anesthesia there, it wasn't enough actually because when he touched the tooth again, it hurts me again. So
Yeah.
he had to put a lot.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Damn.
Wait, so they removed the wrong teeth first?
First, yeah. Huh?
So it was also wisdom tooth or?
No, it wasn't.
So it's like the molar, like the big
Oh.
one
They
at the
took
back.
two from my right side. Huh?
Oh my
Gosh.
Lord.
Wow.
I had to deal with my face for maybe 4 hours like this because I became numb. I
Yeah.
couldn't feel my face.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's horrible.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God. So how did you eat after the
Like this soup.
procedure?
Oh, yeah.
Soup with a straw, yeah?
Yeah. Mushroom soup.
Oh, that's still
Yeah.
painful. Damn. So for how many days did you have to have soup?
For 2 days. And
Oh,
the third
okay.
day I started opening my mouth.
Mm-hmm.
And also I was taking a pill. I forgot its name, but it's not recommended to take it. All right. It's very strong.
Yeah.
Even the dentist told me it's not recommended to take a lot. Just take one
Yeah.
per day.
What is the name of the pill?
I don't remember. It starts with K, like this.
Ketamine.
No.
No.
It's a Russian brand, I think.
Yeah.
No idea.
I
Yes.
don't know that one.
And you cannot take it without prescription.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
So it's not an over the counter pill. By the way, over the counter for our listeners is it's a medicine that you can get without prescription, so over the counter. So it's not an over the counter. You need a prescription.
Yes,
for
exactly.
the.
Exactly.
Damn.
And when I read about it, they said that it's used by people who gets like broken bones and people with cancer.
Oh, wow.
That's terrible. Yeah, I mean, I guess technically it is a broken bone if you consider your. Well, do you consider your teeth to be bones? I mean, I'm not a doctor. I don't know, but aren't they somewhat classified as bones?
Maybe. I don't know.
Logically,
but
yes.
that sounds
Yeah.
strange.
Yeah.
Logically, yes, I think.
I guess it's probably the same tissue. Yeah, the same.
Yeah, perhaps. Yeah, the same tissue.
Well.
Damn. So wisdom teeth. I still haven't had my wisdom teeth come
really?
through. I'm still a baby.
Oh.
I'm 30 years old and I still haven't had them.
Yeah.
I still have one left, like here. Yeah.
And was it really painful for you to remove them?
It was. I mean, the first one was really painful. I was nearly crying, actually. I was taking a lot of pills as well. Maybe not as bad as you had it, but yeah, I was just lying, like, oh my God.
Yeah.
So yeah, but the other two, it was not as bad. So it was fine.
What about you, Olga?
Well, I have my 2 teeth removed on the upper.
Yeah, upper gums, I guess you
Gums,
could
yeah.
say. Yeah.
But I still have those and they are about to be removed. And I'm really scared I don't go to the dentist because they're inside the gums. And I guess it will be really painful. So I'm just
You're
scared.
going to cut them out.
Yeah.
So,
But, I have a great dentist. Like, I've removed these 2 teeth and I've never felt any pain. And it was really fast. Like, I was like, that's it? And he was like, yeah. So
Yeah, I'm not going to the dentist ever again.
I would like to tell you about a short story that my student told me last time.
Yeah.
So she told me that the dentist recommended her to remove the wisdom teeth, but she didn't want. And what happened after that, she told me I removed the 6th tooth, the one before it. And after time, they made something in her mouth so that the wisdom tooth becomes the 6th
Yeah.
teeth.
They kind of.
Yeah, she told me
Change
I didn't
places,
suffer.
I
and
didn't even know about this procedure.
so that it's like they moved it from its place,
Oh, they moved it.
Yeah.
I thought
with
it happened
the-
by itself.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So yeah. But by the way, guys, we have a podcast on teeth and dentistry. If you look back in our long list of podcasts, which you can find on our website, www.BigAppleSchool.com. Also, just to let you know, you can find our podcast on Apple Podcasts, Yandex Podcast, VK, and of course, you can see the video version on YouTube. Another thing I need to mention is that we have a private chat on Telegram where you can get access to the after show portion of this podcast. And those people who subscribe to this private chat can get a list of vocabulary that is discussed in this podcast, which is extremely useful for people learning English, which is most of you listening to this show.
Yeah.
And you also have the opportunity to discuss the topics of the podcast with us. So you can practice your English writing skills. And if you want to leave a voice message, you can practice in some way your speaking skills with us. Another thing to mention is Ayoub recently conducted a online speaking club. So how was that, Ayoub?
Well, it was great experience for me and for the participants also, I hope. The participants were very knowledgeable about the topic and they were eager to know more about it and to express their thoughts about it. So, of course, for the first time,
It was on Telegram, yeah.
Telegram, in our Telegram channel. So it was about how do you see the future? Like, how can you see the future? Like,
Yeah, so that was the topic of the...
But speaking about technology and medicine and transport,
Sounds interesting.
housing. Yeah. So that was great, actually. And I really recommend our followers to get involved in this thing, this project, because it's going to help them a lot with their vocabulary, with knowledge.
Yeah.
It will allow them to express themselves, to use their English, right?
Yeah.
So that's who we are. We love to interact with our clients.
So guys, keep following our Telegram chats, our Big Apple School Telegram chat, where you can find more details about future online speaking clubs. So definitely stay tuned.
Sure.
Another thing I want to mention, I want to welcome Natalie Kuzmina, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. welcome to the private Telegram chat, and thank you for subscribing for 6 months. So welcome, Natalie. Thank you very much. So definitely share your thoughts with us on the Telegram chat and make use of the chat as much as possible so you can improve your English skills. Oh, I'm getting tired. Are you guys tired?
That's a good introduction of the topic, actually.
Why is yawning so contagious?
Oh, I don't know, but
Yes, I was yawning too. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it is a little. What is it about yawning that makes other people around you want to yawn?
I think it's about, community, and when one person yawns, so other people also want to sleep and they all go to bed, like all at the same time.
So, actually, if you haven't noticed, I've just noticed that, I don't know, Natalie, maybe it was you who started drinking and then everyone took a sip.
It's also contagious.
Yeah. So I was like, okay, I'm not going to do that.
We're a rebel.
Yeah.
We're all tribal animals.
Yeah.
But that's true.
Yeah.
So for those of you who haven't caught on just yet, we're talking about sleep today. Mm-hmm. That's today's topic.
Yeah.
So yawning. Why do humans yawn though? What is the function of yawning?
Get more oxygen, probably.
Yeah, I heard something
more
like that.
Oxygen.
Mm-hmm.
So why is it considered rude if you yawn in a meeting or
actually, it's a
in
good
other
question.
contexts?
Well, just because people may think that you are bored or stuff like that.
But where does it come from?
I don't know. Like when I sit and my students want to yawn and, they try to hide it. I'm like,
that's what I do as well.
Finally,
if I have students and I need to yawn, I just
they're like,
hold my face.
and I tell them, okay, do that. That's okay. Why, hiding that?
Mm-hmm.
It's like when they do it, when they yawn, it means they want to sleep from what you are saying. It means you make them feel sleepy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it means that's why people who are bored, they do this because they think that what you are saying is boring. Because it happened to me many times also.
Yeah, but where does it come from? Like, why?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah, we can follow it logically and that's it. For example, sometimes when you are in one place and listening to someone, like you get tired from that, okay?
Mm-hmm.
We as teacher, we face this a lot of times, of course. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So that feeling is called being bored. So he just doesn't want to listen to you anymore. So he wants to sleep instead.
Mm-hmm.
I think this is the process. No, what do you think?
Yeah,
I mean, I don't yawn when I'm tired always. I yawn sometimes when I'm awake.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. So it's not necessarily that we're bored or anything.
No. In the matter of boredom.
But it can be just due to lack of sleep, for example, I guess.
Yes. Of course.
You never know.
I love how my pet rabbit yawns.
Oh, it must be amazing.
Normally rabbits, they don't express themselves very much because they're prey animals and they don't want to be seen by other animals. But sometimes when you see my rabbit yawn, it's so funny because his whole face just opens.
Right.
Yeah. Well, next year is the year of the rabbit.
Ooh.
So
yeah, by the way.
We'll be seeing a lot of my rabbit hopefully later. Well, do you guys sleep like a log, which is a great idiom to use? So do you sleep like a log or do you sleep lightly? Are you a light sleeper?
I'm a light sleeper.
Me too, I guess.
I'm the lightest sleeper ever, I think.
Yeah.
Like even small noise, even, I don't know, like refrigerator making some noises, it's like, what is happening? Like I'm totally instantly awake.
Does the fridge keep you awake in your apartment?
No, I think I'm a log sleeper.
Yeah, I sleep
when
like
I
a
sleep,
log
I
too.
sleep.
Yeah, I think most men are log sleepers.
Yeah, by
somehow.
the way. I don't know why.
Yeah. In rare occasions, I can be a light sleeper, but not because of the noise, just because of maybe sometimes stress, life. So in that case, some rare cases. But usually when you put me in one place, that's it. Like I'm there.
And when you just had your wisdom teeth removed, what was the sleeping like? Was it really difficult to fall asleep?
Before or after removing it?
Well, after, yeah.
After it was easy to sleep because of the medicine, I think. And also I couldn't sleep because when I sleep, I always sleep on my right side. Okay.
Yeah.
So if I slept on my right side, my chin would would hurt me. So I had to sleep from the other side. I felt a bit uncomfortable, but later I just adapted to it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember. I had a piercing, like helix or something like that, like on top of the ear. And I also usually sleep on the, what is it, right side?
Me too.
Yeah.
I sleep on both sides. Like I
Oh wow.
go from side to side. So you only sleep. Doesn't your shoulder ache really like a whole lot after?
If it aches, I just take the other side, of course.
Oh, so you do the same as me. Yeah.
Yeah, but this one is most comfortable.
Yeah. Same here.
Yeah.
Sometimes I wake up not feeling my arm actually.
Yeah.
It becomes numb,
Oh yeah, in English we can say for our listeners, we could call it a dead arm.
Dead arm.
And it's scary.
Yeah.
Like
So
you
you-
lift it and it's like,
Yeah, you move your fingers and you do not feel them, and you're like, "What's
Exactly.
happening?"
Yes.
So I don't really
I
like
don't
this
have
feeling.
a hand anymore.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Ben,
happens
what
a lot.
about you?
Well, I sleep on my side as well. Sometimes on my tummy or belly.
Oh,
yeah.
I never sleep on my
Sometimes.
Never.
Really?
I cannot sleep like that.
Oh.
Same.
Yeah,
I
but
don't know.
mostly on my
Breathe
side.
also.
Oh, you can't. Can anyone
Because your
sleep?
face on
Yeah.
You
How
know?
do you breathe?
yeah, I cannot do
you
it.
turn your head
Oh, it
like that.
must be so
inside.
uncomfortable.
It is
Yes,
a little
uh-huh.
bit sometimes.
I mean, if there is a good pillow, it's okay.
Can any of you sleep on your back?
No.
I tried. I mean,
can't.
it's supposed to be the healthiest way to
I
sleep.
would love
Yeah,
to
by
do
the
it,
way.
but I
Yeah.
can't do it.
Actually, there are special pillows, you just kind of, so it holds your position,
Yeah.
somehow. And you can't really turn.
But
It's better for your body, for beauty as well,
Mhm.
But it's really
For
uncomfortable. I
me,
don't
it's
know.
about fear because
Yeah.
I had some experience in my childhood. I don't know if this happened to anyone, and because I never asked anybody about it. Like when I try to sleep on my back, okay, I cannot breathe. I really I sleep, then I jump from my bed and
Yeah.
suffocate, really suffocate.
Wow.
So when I was a child, it gave me some fear. So that's why I don't do it right now. I always think that if I do it, maybe
Wow.
I wouldn't wake up,
So that's maybe some kind of, thing. I don't know what it's called in English, but I've heard that people do that on purpose. So you lie on your back and you just try not to sleep, but you don't move your body. And, then you start getting some kind of nightmares or something like that. I don't remember what it's called, but you can see
Sleep
demons.
paralysis or something like that.
Maybe.
Yeah, I've
maybe.
heard of that term
So
before.
yeah, and that's why I'm afraid to sleep on my back. I just,
Damn.
I had some kind of experience as well, and no,
I
thank
think
you.
you mean when you lie down and you can't move and you kind of paralyzed.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, sleep paralysis, I think. Yeah.
So I heard that
And
if
you can have some hallucinations.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
I've heard about this,
and
but
I've
I never
heard
had
that
it.
you have to lie on your back actually.
Yeah.
So that's why I never do that. I'm
Wow.
afraid of that.
Well, what
Oh.
about your mattresses? I mean, do you have a hard surface that you sleep on, or is
Yeah,
it a
it's hard.
softer?
That's the biggest issue
it's
this
hard.
week.
Yeah.
Because we've been having some troubles with the mattress, I guess, because it seems too soft for my boyfriend, but it seems too okay for me. So we cannot decide which one we have to buy next.
Can't you just buy a mattress, cut it in half,
yeah, I guess
then
it's like
stitch it together?
Yeah. So I don't know what to do. So it's actually kind of problem when you cannot find the right mattress.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have a side on the bed that you take?
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah. And
Yeah.
of
so I
course.
always sleep on, what is it? I don't know, kind of right side, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same. Yeah.
For me,
Yeah,
I
always
like to
actually.
sleep
Yeah.
against the wall.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, against
Yeah,
the
yeah.
wall. Yes.
It's really hard for me to sleep when I don't have a wall nearby. That's why I sleep on the right
Same,
side.
same.
Yeah, I guess it's,
I understand.
It,
yeah.
it may come from the childhood because my mom said that I used to sleep in what is it called? I don't remember.
Cradle or something like
Or
that.
cot.
Oh,
Or cradle, maybe.
Yeah.
yeah,
Cradle.
I guess so. Yeah, and it has kind of walls, so that's why you
so
get
it's like
used.
Yeah,
limited
cots.
space.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
you just get used to sleep like that. So every time when I have to sleep and there's no walls, well, I don't really feel comfortable, I should say.
It's also about feeling safe,
Yeah, great.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So
Yeah.
it's something natural
I guess.
comes from
Yeah. When there's too much
ancestors,
space.
I guess.
I'm pretty sure about that.
Mhm.
Yeah. You feel like, okay, danger can come from here.
And
Monsters
here
from
and here. Yeah.
Yeah, also monsters from under the bed, you know.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. When we were kids, actually, were you afraid of monsters under the bed?
No.
Yeah, me neither.
But outside, yes. For example,
Outside.
at night, yeah. At night we had a house where there was a garden, and at night I cannot even go to that garden. Like, for example, if I wake up from sleep and I cannot, I always imagine that there is something there, you know, that wants to haunt me or something.
I remember I used to be scared of gypsies. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Because, yeah, my grandma told us, you know, me and my brother, some stories about like how, you know, they made some spells and they can, you know, say something bad.
Yeah.
And I was like, I remember I was in bed and I was like, oh my God, gypsies are gonna come and I don't know.
Take me.
Not take me, but do something terrible to me, you know. I was actually scared, you know, like it was dark outside and I was like, okay, there are gypsies somewhere.
Well, you know, actually it's, you know, big thing in Russian culture, I guess, especially at the beginning of the, you know, 21st century, because there were many stories of gypsies stealing children, and we were told not to go outside, for example, without friends. So
yeah, something like that.
Yeah. So.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Sorry if we have any gypsy listeners. I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. That's okay. Like not everyone's like that for sure.
Yeah, obviously. Yeah, of course.
But yeah, I mean, we were raised this way, and we were told that you should be kind of aware. Maybe.
But that's kind of funny because I've never been scared of anything else.
Really,
like ever. Darkness, dogs. I mean.
Gosh,
nothing.
That's weird.
It was for a short period of time, but I was really terrified. It was
in the winter we don't have many stray dogs here in Novosibirsk. But in the summer, sometimes you can hear them on the street. But in Algeria, do you have stray dogs?
Yeah,
a lot of them there.
Actually, something weird happened. We had a lot in my childhood. I remember like groups of dogs like roaming around, you know.
Yeah.
But lately, you can see just one dog in a blue moon.
Yeah.
Once in a blue moon. Yeah.
And do they? Well, because in the summertime they make a lot of noise, at least outside of my apartment, because I live next to a construction site and it's a dog's paradise.
Yeah,
and,
sure.
and they bark a lot. Yeah.
I know. I try to pet them all the time. So
sometimes it's dangerous.
And I know. So once I was bitten by a cat. Yeah.
With rabies.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, and I had some shots, you know, anti-rabies shots. Yeah, it was in Thailand actually.
Are they big shots?
Or
is that the tetanus shot? Because I know one shot is like a really big shot that...
I don't remember. I think just regular ones, but there were like 6 of them.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, but they don't stop.
Didn't stop you.
Yeah. I still do it. Yeah.
Well, to be honest, I don't really get woken up in the middle of the night, even if it's a dog. The only thing that would wake me up is a car alarm. That's the worst thing in the middle of the night. Yeah.
Or your neighbor screaming. That's what sometimes wakes me up.
Oh God.
Yep. And it happens usually like at 4 a.m, and I just lie and look at the ceiling and listening to what's happening there. So gosh, it's horrible.
So you never come to them and tell them?
It makes no use.
Seriously?
Actually. Yeah, they just they're that kind of people.
But if you
like Karen living
if you yell,
here,
like, hey, stop there.
I just take something hard and
knock it on the wall. Yeah.
Not
the wall, the pipes.
Yeah,
probably.
the pipes. Sure. Yeah, I knock on the pipes, but it doesn't stop them. So I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna go there because definitely something's happening.
Night,
so
especially.
yeah, and it's 4 a.m. and I'm thinking, okay, just lie down. Maybe I'll sleep.
So you don't have that rule where you could call the police, for example,
if it's too bad.
Oh, you can. I've actually researched this because, well, you live in my old apartment, don't you? And do you hear construction noise anymore?
No.
Oh, lucky.
Yeah,
so Ben took care of it.
Yeah, I had a big issue with the apartment below us, and I was having Zoom lessons with some students, and I had to. They weren't just drilling; they were going.
Oh, I hate that noise.
It was just another level of noise.
I think I heard this one time. Yeah, it was so I remember this happened. Like above you, right?
It's actually below. It sounds like it's above.
For me, I hear it above. Like sometimes
you never know what it comes from.
The apartment below is completely bare. There's nothing inside it, and they love making all sorts of.
That's construction.
It's construction, and
for me, I thought it's a vacuum cleaner or something.
Okay.
When you made the sound, I remembered. Yes,
but they took it to another level of like loudness, and I was reading all the laws on the local government website, and apparently there's some limit, like 70 decibels, something like that. But it's so difficult to prove. And I downloaded an app on my phone and was really proud. Oh, look, it's 84 decibels. I'm going to go downstairs and speak to them. And then, then I called the person who manages all the apartment buildings, and I called her and I said, hey, and she was the rudest lady I've ever come across. So I went to the concierge in the building, because the building has a concierge. Really lovely people. And they said, yeah, speak to the manager. And as soon as I called, the first thing she said was like, "Что хочешь?" What do you want?
Oh my God.
It's literally like that. And I could not believe it. And I said, oh, I live in this apartment on this road, and we're having some problems with the construction noise. And she said, is it against the law? And I said, well, apparently it's 84 decibels. And she said, well, how are you going to prove it?
I have a screenshot.
Yeah. And I said, can I take your number for WhatsApp, please? So I can send you the details. And she said, yeah, take it. And I sent her screenshots, and she did not reply.
Oh,
she just doesn't care. Rudest people. But at least I think the law is after 10 o'clock, you can't.
Yeah, after 10 o'clock, you can't.
Sure.
Then you can call the police.
Yeah. But between 1 o'clock and 2 o'clock, you can't do it as well. And the neighbors were doing it at 1 o'clock, and I was so proud. I took a screenshot of the time, and I was thinking, do I call the police or not? And I didn't know if it was worth it. But at least they don't do it in the night.
Oh, yeah.
But Ayoub, do you have...
like maybe 2 weeks ago, there was someone who put loud music around 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
And in that time, I was a bit tired. I wanted to have some sleep, and I couldn't. It was like really loud. I could hear it in my house. It happened for the first time. Like since I came here since October.
Yeah.
It never happened. But this time it happened. So it was disturbing.
And have you heard the loud arguments of some neighbors?
No.
For like a whole year, like there was this like old lady screaming at this like timid man for the whole year, and sometimes it would happen at night. And I'm quite a deep
sleeper. Sounds familiar.
And sometimes I would hear rather unpleasant, let's just say, sounds of love.
Oh, yeah, that happens with the neighbors next to.
Wow.
And they weren't exactly like romantic. It was kind of like.
So why don't like people construct some soundproof houses?
I guess it's costly.
Yeah,
that's it. Yeah, I
it's
guess
more expensive. I guess.
So that's why and I think it will take the construction to another. Time.
Yeah, it would take longer.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah.
Back in Trabzon in Turkey, I was in a house where it was soundproof. And it is in the middle of the city.
And how did you sleep? Was it nice?
Really, like you don't hear anything from the outside. But once you open the window, you can see that noise, But you close the window, nothing. Like really nothing.
Wow.
Is it creepy? Would you say?
It wasn't creepy. It was actually playing in my favor.
Yeah. So I quite like a little bit of noise outside, like on the street when I sleep.
A little bit.
Oh, yeah, I guess.
Not a carnival, but I mean, like I like the noises of cars going by and maybe trains.
Yeah, like you can concentrate on them and fall asleep faster.
Yeah, the clock's ticking probably.
But not the boy races. They. To be honest, I can't help but laugh when you hear the people race at 2 a.m.
Oh,
it's so funny. Like they know they're waking everyone up. But it is funny. Yeah. So how many hours do you need to sleep every night?
7.
7?
7 maximum. Or, 7.
Oh, maximum.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, lucky you. Yeah.
Yeah, like
Cool.
actually.
Sometimes 6, but 7, yeah.
Oh, lucky
The average
you.
is 7.
Yeah, I need about 8 or 9.
Yeah, 8, I would say. List.
Yeah. What about you, Olga?
I don't know anymore. Like, I used to go to sleep at 12 and wake up at 8 a.m. and I was fresh and, ready to go. But now when I do the same stuff, it just seems like it doesn't work. I find it hard to get up. Like I wake up at 8 a.m., but I can get up at 9:30, for example, because I just cannot do that. I don't know what's happening.
Yeah.
It's because of the winter, maybe because it's dark outside.
I guess so.
So if you compare it to the last year, it was the same, or?
I guess it happens when, when the sun doesn't really
Yeah.
come up. So yeah.
What's the absolute minimum you can function on?
8. Yeah.
6, I guess.
6 is probably the minimum. 5.5, 6.
Oh God, no.
I
Yeah.
mean, I couldn't really function that well, but you can get a school day finished.
Actually,
If
yeah,
you
for
have
me it's
to.
funny. When I sleep like 5 or less hours per night, I get super energized. I get super, productive. But then in the end of the day, I'm like, I'm dead.
Yeah.
I can't do anything. I just like a zombie,
In a normal day, maybe I could function on 4 hours.
Mhm.
I could.
Oh, wow.
But I
Lucky you.
experienced worse. If you remember what I told you about coming to Novosibirsk from my country, I
Yeah.
had a jet lag. I didn't sleep maybe for more than 23 hours, like this. From 22 to 23 hours, no sleep. Just action.
Did you feel irritable or was
At
it?
the end,
Yeah.
I don't even remember how I slept.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Really, I didn't. I couldn't concentrate. I couldn't function like in a good way. Okay, so there was no acuity actually. So once I went to the sofa, I slept with my clothes on. Like really, I just slept.
Yeah, I remember
Just sleep.
I was traveling to China. I think I told you about that before,
Yeah.
probably. No, I was speaking about Indonesia, but in China it was worse.
China, okay.
Yeah, when I traveled to Indonesia, I probably didn't sleep for like 48 hours, like 2 whole days, and then like
That's
I slept
almost
in a day.
dangerous, isn't it?
Exactly. But I felt good. I just slept 6 hours after that, and I was like, okay, let's go explore, because I was excited. So, but then when I went to China, so it was an overnight flight, basically from Novosibirsk to Beijing, I think, or something. Then I had a connection flight, and so I didn't sleep for, again, 2 days, probably.
Gosh.
Yeah, and then I came to the place where I was working. I was going to work. And the manager took me to a restaurant. He wanted to show me the city, but I was like dying. They're like, you look good. Don't worry, you're going to sleep tonight and you're going to feel good. And I was like, okay. So, and then I went to bed and I couldn't sleep. Like the whole night, I was just, I was overexcited. I was shaking. I was super tired, like I was exhausted, but I couldn't sleep. I was just, I need to sleep, but I couldn't.
Yeah.
So, and that's the worst feeling, I think. When you really want to sleep, but you can't.
Yeah. Well, I've got some good words for our listeners. We have the word groggy, drowsy. It's the feeling of like feeling kind of, the opposite is alert. So groggy, drowsy is like to not be in a awake kind of state, to be in a cloudy, not good state, basically.
Usually they use this word drowsy, like for someone who drinks alcohol or something.
Yes. Or medication.
Drowsy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're right. Well, I have some celebrities here. Guess how many hours of sleep they get per night. So let's start with Elon Musk. What's his usual sleep routine? How many hours does he sleep?
I've read the document.
You've read it? All right, well,
Yeah.
tell me.
Was it?
I think it was 6.
6 hours, well
Yes.
remembered. So 6 to 6.5 hours. So I have in front of me a little paragraph. So he wakes up at 7 a.m. usually. And he discovered that 6 to 6.5 hours is his sweet spot. And here's a little quote from him. Sleep is really great. I find if I don't get enough sleep, I'm quite grumpy. I could drop below a certain threshold of sleep. Although I would be awake more hours, I would get less done because my mental acuity would be affected. I guess mental acuity here means like your mental capacity.
Yeah.
All right. Well, can you remember Dwayne the Rock? Can you remember how
3 to 5.
Yeah,
3 to 5.
it's a true rock.
Which is unusual
Sure. 3
actually for a
hours.
human being.
It's
Yeah.
crazy.
Well,
Which is
he's very
unusual.
lucky. So apparently he gets up at 3:30. Yeah. Just silence.
Do you think medically it's
early.
okay to sleep 3 hours?
Not really.
No.
I don't
Yeah,
really
I don't think so. Yeah.
But there are some people who can actually.
Yeah, like
I was teaching a politician, and he was like also
Oh,
a
cool.
businessman.
yeah.
Back in Turkey, like I had a lot of students from different categories in society. So he was like a mid-aged person like this, and he was a politician, and he had to work a lot. And after that, he started his own business. He said for 10 years he sleeps only 4 hours a week. And
A week?
What?
Okay,
Sorry.
a day.
Sorry.
Okay, yeah.
I was like, yeah. So sorry, a
God.
day. And from my like observation, I taught a lot of people his age, but I saw that he looks older.
Yeah.
So it affected his physiology actually.
It's
sure.
true, yeah.
For sure, yeah.
After Barack Obama finished his presidential term, he looked so much older
Yeah.
afterwards.
Yes,
yeah.
yes.
I mean,
Yeah.
stress
For,
makes
so,
you look older, obviously.
Well, you mentioned 4 hours a week. Do you know the Navy SEALs, the US Navy SEALs? They're like they're not, would you call them the Spetsnaz in Russia? I don't know if they are.
Something like that.
Well, I
Something
don't know
like
if they're the
Marine
exact equivalent.
Spetsnaz,
But
yes,
yeah,
something
they're
like
kind
that.
of similar.
I remember that from Call of Duty.
And they, Call of Duty. Apparently, they have this training program called Hell Week, and during the whole week, they're only allowed 4 hours of sleep throughout the whole entire week.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and there's a reason why it's called Hell Week.
Yeah.
But they do it only for 1 week, right? This
Yeah,
training.
I mean, it's just to harden them, and they're supposed to be tough old people.
Yeah, I mean, if we speak about military, it's something, I wouldn't say supernatural, or superhuman, but yeah, they ask so much of them from
Yeah.
them.
Like, I mean, every
Yeah.
country has
Yeah,
their
yeah,
special
sure,
forces.
exactly.
Any country's special forces are amazing. It doesn't matter which country it is.
And I think
Yeah.
it's not really humane. You know? I think it's
Well, I mean, they volunteer to do
yeah,
it. So,
of course,
so it's
of
there.
course. But it's
Yeah.
Choice, yeah.
Because the SAS in Britain, they have a training course where people sometimes die.
Really?
Yeah, same.
Occasionally they
What the
die.
hell?
Yeah, because it's
Actually, a
pretty
friend of
hardcore.
mine died because of this.
Oh,
What the
seriously?
hell?
Oh, in Algeria?
Yeah. He
Oh.
was studying with me at high school.
Yeah,
He had a good life. Like we graduated together.
yeah.
He went to business department to study, But something in his head told him, okay, go to military service. I don't know. He had everything he wanted. Like he had a car. His father gave him a
Yeah.
shop. But he wanted to be like, I don't know.
It's a specific category of people, I think, who
Yeah.
want. I don't know why people go to military. Seriously.
I would love to be in the military.
Seriously?
Yeah, unfortunately, I couldn't because of a medical condition. I was going to join the military,
here,
but
yes.
it's
Whoa.
What the hell, guys?
fun, yeah.
What is like?
I just love the order of it and the...
Yeah,
and
Natasha,
Yeah.
we won't get it. It's
Yeah.
just, men's stuff, I guess.
Probably.
Yeah, because they
Probably.
love that kind
I
of
mean-
stuff,
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, fine. I understand. Shooting is fun. Yeah, kind of.
It's
Yeah, I
not, it's not
tried
just
it.
this, it's the uniform.
Exactly. It's like girls,
it's-
dressing
yes.
up or something like that.
I guess it's all about the
Yes, it
feeling.
is.
Like you feel strong. You,
You feel
like
community,
Strong, you feel like you have a
It's not
purpose which you can see.
and power.
Yeah,
So-
power, respect.
Yeah.
And it's just fun as well. In a strange way, it's fun.
Yeah, it's like kind of feeling of control, danger in a way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, you don't get much sleep in the military.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I think normally, I believe national service in Russia, people wake up at 5 a.m., 6 a.m.?
I
Yeah,
guess
something
so.
like that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't remember. But yeah, I think so.
Yeah, it'd be quite tricky to fall asleep at night in a barracks full with other
Oh, yeah.
people.
Mhm.
Yeah, especially when they study for 5 years as like everybody. the universities, and they sleep in these huge rooms, like barracks, as you said.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like,
does Algeria
hundreds.
have national service?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, you do? So everyone...
Actually, they were trained by Russian KGB in the past.
Cool.
They follow the same system. Yeah, in the past they had a treaty and military treaty like this. Even now we have military treaties, but I know that our national security was trained by the KGB during the Soviet Union.
Yeah. They probably don't get much sleep either.
Oh yeah,
of course. Yeah, I don't know like much about them, but about sleep and such things, I don't know about them. But of course, it's something that they should do.
Yeah. Well, if any of our listeners have served in the military, do let us know how much sleep you got during your national service. We're quite interested to hear. So Dwayne The Rock, 3 to 5 hours. And what about Donald Trump? Can you remember?
6, no?
4.
3 to 5 as well. He's whatever you think of him, he's an absolute energy machine. Like he has so much energy. Like he does. I remember he did 4 or 5 shows in one day. Can you imagine doing 4 or 5 shows in one day?
That's impossible. Like, where do you get the energy from?
It's incredible. 3 to 5 hours. I know where you get it from. What? Cocaine? No. No, he doesn't take anything. He doesn't drink.
How do you know? I don't know.
Well, I'm sure maybe he might take some medication, but...
Because I guess it's not really in humans' nature to be, to have that much energy, and to be that productive. When you find out that someone's that productive, then you find out, they take something.
Or again, for example, one day they're really productive, the second day they just sleep. At least it's about me.
Yeah, I could not be a politician. It takes so much energy.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
You would need to. A lot of people criticize politicians, but yeah, of course there are things to criticize, but they are pretty like superhuman in many ways.
Like that.
You have to be able to get to that position and fight everyone and deal with all the criticism. Yeah. I wouldn't be able to sleep at night.
Absolutely.
I don't think that they would do this without the help of some drugs. It's impossible for a human being, like she said.
Some stimulants,
Yeah,
I'm not sure what exactly.
Something should be there.
Yeah.
Probably not enough.
Yeah,
caffeine, just pure caffeine in the vein.
Well, maybe we can talk a bit about sleeping pills and stuff in the after show segment. So we'll get to that later on. What are the negative effects of sleep deprivation?
Wow.
Death. I mean, if you don't sleep for a long time.
Like
the
week,
longest. Yeah, no, I think it's about 10 days or something. I mean, the world record. I just had an article during the class, and it was there was information about a guy who set the world record, and I don't remember exactly the number of hours, but it was about 10 days, I think.
So what happened?
I don't remember. But in the end, he was having a lot of hallucinations all the time. He couldn't concentrate, of course. Yeah, his friends helped him to do the basic things, just to eat and so on.
So he couldn't sleep just because
no, it was
couldn't.
An experiment. He was 17, like a teenager, and he was curious how long he could go without sleeping. Yeah, and it's still a record,
Like over a week ago, I had a student of my own called Nadizhda, and she had a presentation in classroom about sleep deprivation.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And she explained a lot of points, but the main risks from sleep deprivation is getting obesity disease.
Oh, seriously?
Oh, really?
And diabetes and some illnesses that are related to women also.
And heart disease is probably.
Aging, aging also, like fast aging.
Yeah.
So it's really dangerous. And it gives you also some weaknesses in life, For example, you always feel sleepy and you don't function like a normal person, like you are not active,
Of course.
Yeah. No, I definitely, on another note, I definitely think that teenagers, they need to be waking up later. They need to wake up later, in my opinion, because when you come to school sleep deprived, how are you going to concentrate at school?
Yeah, you cannot grasp anything.
Yeah.
I think school should be from, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. maybe.
Maybe.
Rather than 8 a.m. to what is it? What is it in Russia? 8 a.m. to 2 p.m.?
8:30. 8:30 to 3, I think.
Yeah, or
to
2:30.
Yeah. What about Algeria? What time did you have to go to school in the morning?
It depends on the school. Like, for example, at primary school, we studied from 8:30 to 5 p.m.
Whoa.
All right, that's
and
a
we
long
have
day.
8.
and we have
wow.
1 hour of break.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
It's a
At
long day.
university, it was not stable. Like sometimes, you go, you don't go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We all know about it.
Did you do 5 days a week or 6 days?
5 days.
'Cause in
5
Russia, they do 6 days usually.
It depends on the university. In my university, it was 5 days a week.
Or I mean schools like in general.
It
schools,
also
yeah.
depends on
6.
schools.
Yeah.
No.
Really?
Like,
Most schools I've heard 6 days.
Yeah.
but I studied most of the years. I've studied 5 days. So
Oh, wow.
yeah.
So in England, it's 5 days. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It starts at what, 8?
And do you ever have like 6 days?
No.
Never.
No. Thank God.
Oh,
No.
wow.
Lucky.
Yeah. yeah.
8:45 to, what was it, 4 o'clock, I think, every day.
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but we had a big long break at lunch.
Mhm.
We don't actually. Like 20 minutes maybe.
The longest.
Yeah.
How
Yeah.
do you eat?
It's like
Yeah,
really
that's
fast.
really-
20 minutes. Yeah.
Yeah. You just go to the canteen. Actually, it felt a lot, you know.
Not
It felt
at the
enough.
university.
At the university,
where you have
maybe
to go
not.
like through the whole university.
Actually, the university
so
had 40 minutes.
I think the longest, I don't remember. Maybe we had the same time, but
Yeah, probably.
maybe.
But at school, 20 minutes tops.
Mhm,
But yeah, well,
mhm.
speaking of sleep, yeah, I just remember coming to school every day and being so tired. And
Sure.
I think it would
Oh,
be so much
yeah.
better if you could just wake up at 8 a.m.
Mhm.
rather than
Exactly.
6:30 or whatever it was I woke up at.
Yeah.
Well, guys, stick by for the after show. We will continue this discussion. And like I said, you can get access to the vocabulary list so you can improve your English. And of course, you can share your thoughts. But also, let us know what you think on the Telegram chat. So share your thoughts with us and let us know how many hours of sleep you get a night. Also, check out our website, like I said before, www.BigAppleSchool.com. You can find videos, which we make frequently, and articles, podcasts, other cool stuff like that. So we'll leave it there. We'll see you in the after show portion.
All right, guys. See you.
Yeah.
See you. Bye for
See ya.
now.